Welcome to Biology, my dear student. So, my dear student, in chapter 2, we have learned about 5 kingdom system of classification. So, according to Robert Whittaker, living world is classified into 5 kingdom. Isn't it? Already we have learned about them. So, first kingdom is kingdom Monera, second kingdom Protista, third kingdom Fungi, fourth kingdom Plantia, and fifth kingdom Animalia. So, my dear student, already we have learned about kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, and kingdom Fungi. So, today let us start a new chapter with that fourth kingdom. Okay, so today we will start a new chapter, chapter 3, plant kingdom. So, my dear student, according to Robert Whittaker, the fourth kingdom was plant kingdom. So, our chapter 3 talks about plant kingdom. Okay. Chapter 3, plant kingdom. So, my dear student, under this chapter, what are the different topic we will discuss? So, first we will discuss about algae. Then, second we will discuss about bryophytes. Number third, pteridophytes. Fourth, gymnosperm. Fifth, angiosperm. And in sixth we will discuss about plant life cycles and alternation of generation. So, my dear student, this chapter covers all the following topics. Okay. So, one by one we will discuss further. Okay. So, my dear student, plant kingdom. So, whenever you hear about plant, different things come in your mind, isn't it? So you think about a plant, then its different characters and that. Okay. So, my dear student, already in 5 kingdom system of classification, some characteristics of general characteristics of different kingdom we have already learned, isn't it? So now, my dear student, let us know some of the main characteristics of plant kingdom. So already you know about plant kingdom, so just it is a repetition. In your earlier classes also already you have learned about plants, so these are just their repetition. Okay, so now let us see main characteristics of plant kingdom. So, my dear student, to be member of plant kingdom, to be an individual of plant kingdom, an organism must be eukaryotic. Okay, so to be a member of plant kingdom, organism must be eukaryotic. That means their cell must have a definite true nucleus. Okay, then presence of cellulastic cell wall. So definitely that cell must possess cell wall, and cell wall must be made up of cellulose. Okay, so this is the main characteristics of plant kingdom. Okay, so number 1 main characteristic, that is they must be eukaryotic, and cell wall must be there, and cell wall must contain cellulose, or cell wall should be made up of cellulose. Okay, then my dear student, individuals or organisms of plant kingdom are mostly non-motile, that means they cannot move. Okay, except some aquatic forms. So except some of the aquatic form, rest majority of them are non-motile, that means they cannot move from one place to another. Okay, only some aquatic plants they may show some movement. Clear? Then my dear student, reproduction is primarily sexual, so they mostly show sexual reproduction to increase their number. Then autotrophic or photosynthetic. That means all the members of plant kingdom are autotrophic. That means they can prepare their own food. They show the process of photosynthesis. So through the process of photosynthesis they are able to make their own food. So because of which they are autotrophic. Okay. So my dear student, these are some of the main characteristics of plant kingdom, and later when we will proceed with the chapter we will know more characters about plant, and we will know more information regarding plant kingdom. So these are some main characteristics of plant. Then again, already you know that plant, they possess chlorophyll in their cell, isn't it, green in color, so due to the presence of chlorophyll. So these are some of the main characteristics of plant kingdom. Okay. Now my dear student, let us see division of plant kingdom. So as we know, plant kingdom, it is very vast, isn't it? So numerous individuals are there in plant kingdom. So to learn them proper, okay, division must be done, isn't it? Because of which division of plant kingdom is also done. And this is how to learn proper all the plants under plant kingdom. We can divide the plant kingdom in this way. Okay. So kingdom Plantia, my dear student, plant kingdom is mainly divided into two groups. Okay. One group is known as Cryptogamous. So Cryptogamous means plants that do not have seeds. Okay. Cryptogamous means plants that do not possess or contain seed. That means seedless plants are known as cryptogamous. Okay. And another group is known as phaerogamous. So phaerogamous are those plants that possess seed. So seed containing plants are known as phaerogamous. So my dear student, again what happened, cryptogamous is divided into three groups. So number one is known as algae, second one is bryophytes, and third number is pteridophytes. So all these three, they do not bear seed. So these are seedless plants. Then phaerogamous, these are of two groups, that is gymnosperm and angiosperm. Okay. So ultimately plant kingdom is divided into five groups. Okay, we can say plant kingdom is divided into five division. That is, number one is algae, number second is bryophytes, number third is pteridophytes, number fourth is gymnosperm, number fifth is angiosperm. Okay. So algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes, these are seedless plant, whereas gymnosperm and angiosperm, these are seed possessing plant. Okay. Then my dear student, angiosperm is further classified into two classes, that is, one is monocots and other is dicots. Okay. So depending on the cotyledons, this division is done. Clear? So this is how the plant kingdom is divided into different groups. So mainly plant kingdom is divided into five division. Number one division is algae, second division is bryophytes, number third division is pteridophytes, number fourth division is gymnosperm, and number fifth division is angiosperm. Okay. So my dear student, next class we will learn the first division of plant kingdom, that is algae. So till then, let's end here. Thank you.